You know what they say, a piece of statement jewelry rarely goes out of style. And when you find the right one, you might not ever want to take it off. Luckily, there's a growing trend known as permanent jewelry. These are effortless, timeless pieces that are welded together, so they're meant to be kept on 24/7. Permanent jewelry, it's both sentimental and sustainable, which is something we haven't talked about before. And here to tell us more is Jordan Ross from Link by Lou. Thank you for being here.
Thank you for having me, Emily. Good morning.
This is so fun because I think permanent jewelry is everyone's kind of new take on a friendship bracelet or a commitment bracelet. Tell me about why you think it's so special.
Absolutely. So I think that there's just a connection that's made when you are spending the time selecting the style, finding out why somebody's choosing to get their permanent jewelry.
Yeah.
Maybe it's with a partner or a loved one, something that they can remember forever, right?
Yeah.
So I find that just the connection that I get to make with people is so special.
Well, that's so sweet.
And then on top of it, they get to take away something that they'll always remember.
And the other thing is you always wake up looking fabulous with
Absolutely.
your jewelry on.
I mean, who doesn't want that?
So how does it work? I've seen this, and we've had this on the show before. You
Sure.
weld it on, right?
Yeah, so all of our stuff is 14 karat solid gold, so it does require a higher melting point, so we are actually welding with our arc welder.
Okay.
We offer a variety of different styles, so you would come in to either a pop-up or a private party. We'd kind of go through the different chains, determine what works best for you and your lifestyle, and then we would go ahead and custom size every piece, whether it was a necklace, one of our hand chains, or bracelets, and then we would go ahead and weld that on, meaning you wouldn't need a clasp.
Which is so cool. Like I said, you could wake up and just go out and you already have jewelry on.
Just be fabulous.
So speaking of unique things, you actually welded on something for me during the commercial break, which is something I hadn't seen before. I feel very trendy right now. I need you all to see this.
This is one of our newest collections. It's our Connection collection, and this is something that we introduced as a sustainable way to utilize our scrap pieces of gold. So it's a way that we can add in some little details and be able to reduce our impact.
You know, I wasn't sure when you told me about this. I was like, uh-oh.
Right.
It is so comfortable. I don't even realize it's on. And I did put hand lotion on because I didn't want y'all to see my crocodile hands. And you can do anything with it, which is what I was really, really surprised about, is that it's very comfortable and you don't even know it's there.
That's what we typically find. Yeah, it kind of just becomes a part of you.
Right, and that's really neat, especially when you're getting it on for sentimental purposes, right?
Right. Well, yeah, you always want to have something that you can remember, and when you're coming home after the end of the day and you're naked and you don't have anything on, and this is all you've got. It's always there for you.
So we wanted to show everyone what it's like to go through the process. So we're going to do this right now on TV. Okay.
So we've kind of pre-selected this large link style.
Okay.
So I know that we're gonna make a little bracelet for you.
All right.
And so yeah, as I mentioned, everything gets custom sized. So we want to make sure that it's going to be, sized loose enough that it's not going to irritate or, bother you. But we want it to be tight enough that it's not going to snag on anything.
See, and that's the key right there. That's the magic in figuring out and doing this, is knowing what is going to be comfortable for the customer. I understand that these materials also have to be really high quality, right?
Absolutely. So as I mentioned, everything that we use is 14 karat solid gold. And the reason being is that we want it to last. With the amount of showering, swimming, sweating, all of those things that you may be doing in your jewelry, we want to make sure that it's going to last. So that's our big thing here with Link by Lou, is we only want to offer the best quality materials, knowing that these pieces are going to stay on you for long term.
And that also makes it sustainable, because this is no fast jewelry thing. This is going to be on for a while. And this is also something that people also get irritated. Their skin can get easily irritated by certain metals.
Mixed metals. A lot of times you'll see gold plated or gold filled options. And those can tend to, again, irritate the skin. So using higher quality materials is usually the best option.
Have you ever had, what is your favorite story, Ben, when you hear from a customer about?
Oh man, I've had so many special moments and been part of so many really cool memories with people. I'm gonna share my favorite story from my mentor, actually. She had a gentleman stop into one of her pop-ups, and he wanted to get 2 matching bracelets for a couple of his fallen brothers that he had lost in the war.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah.
Oh, that's beautiful.
And there's moments like that that just get so sentimental. You know, you, pardon me, you really get to share in those memories and those special things that people, you know, there's so many different reasons to get linked. Yeah. But especially when it's in remembrance of, pardon me.
No, I'm sorry. I have to give him so much credit too, because working with something so small as you're trying to talk has got to be hard. I can barely like chew bubble gum and walk at the same time half the time. So
you definitely have to have sturdy hands.
Yes, I couldn't. My hands are always shaking.
Yeah, and they people are always like, how can you see that? And so I'm very fortunate that I have great eyesight.
You've good vision.
Yeah, exactly.
I have to say, one of the things I think is so cool about Link for Lou is that, you know, most places we've heard a lot about, they're doing, it's in a jewelry store, but you have a pop-up, which I think is so cool. And as a matter of fact, a friend of mine recently invited me to a party, and I couldn't go. And then I found out today, you were the party.
That was me.
And my friend Lisa, I go, how many did you get? And she goes, I got 2 or 3. And I went, well, there you have it. Actually, I asked her husband, and he said, and I said, well, that's a good man.
Yeah, we took care of her and her girlfriends, and it was just the best time.
Oh, I love it.
So yeah, so now I'm just gonna go ahead and get this attached here.
Okay. Clamping the grounding wire?
Exactly, you know what's up.
I mean, you know, in my days as an electrician.
Right. And so what I'm going to do is I'm just going to have you look in the other direction.
Okay, I'm going to look over here.
And when I weld this...
Staring into your eyes over there, Spencer.
I'll just slide that right underneath your hand.
Okay.
Perfect. And here we go.
Okay, I'm going to let you finish this, and then I'm going to ask you one more question.
Oh yeah, you got it.
All right. This is so cool. This is legit.
Here
All right, here we go. Here we go. Don't look. I'm not looking.
Don't look.
Is it? Oh.
Almost.
Almost.
Sorry.
Well, it's interesting because it's so tiny, these little chains.
Right. They are very fine, which really requires a lot of precision.
I'm not looking.
There we go.
So I know a lot of people, I've mentioned this before, I have a bit of commitment issues. It's
Sure.
strange. What if someone changes their mind?
So that's a great question. So if you ever need to remove your bracelet, or if you want to remove it for any particular reason, all you want to do is just find that little ring that I welded, and it's called a jump ring. And so basically you would just use scissors or a nail clipper, and you can go ahead and snip that ring. You'll remove your bracelet, and you can come actually find me, and I'll put it back on for you.
Oh, that's lovely.
Yeah, so we just want to guarantee that you know, it's permanent jewelry. We want it to stay on. So come find me.
Look at this, guys. I've got my fancy new bracelet on.
She's got a bracelet, her hand chain, and this beautiful necklace.
Look at me. I'm legit.
She's linked up.
Thank you so much for linking me, my friend.
pleasure.
Thank you for sharing your stories.